for coming back to my channel, saints and friends of God. Listen, I'm out here in Bakersfield, of course. I'm at this park and it's early morning, a little bit after 7, and it's foggy today. Look at God and all of his greatness, okay? The clouds are on the ground. What a beautiful thing. Okay, I'm reading from Nahum this morning. Nahum is the first chapter. It says, the burden of Nineveh, the book of the vision of Nahum the Echologite. Nineveh, let me review you. This was a town that God sent Jonah to preach to, and he didn't want to because he knew as soon as he preached and tried to tell them the right thing, they was going to return to the wicked ways. All right, let's get back. I done lost it on my tablet, but it's coming back. Give me a second, people. I got to stay with it. And, if you don't stay with it, it'll disappear. Got to stay touching on it. All right. What's happening here? I got a very slow old tablet, but don't mean it don't work. Okay, just mean it's kind of slow. Okay, so in the book of Nahum, the first chapter, and I'm having problems again. All right, let me see, 1970. Yeah. All right, here it is. God is jealous and the Lord revenges. The Lord revenges and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries. God is not always kind. Everybody say God is love. Sure is love. He is merciful, but he will take vengeance on his enemies. Okay, and he reserves his wrath for his enemies. Does the Lord have enemies? It's people out there that hate God and everything to do with him and rather serve the devil any day. Okay, but don't be that person, all right? The Lord is slow to anger and great in power. That means he'll give you a whole lot of chances to get your life together and do right. And will not at all acquit the wicked. He won't let them go free. If you want to keep doing wrong, you think you're going to go free and get away with it and get a good price and get to heaven. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Watch yourself, okay? The Lord has his way in the whirlwind. Isn't it fantastic? I went to Oklahoma and I'm like, God, let me see a beautiful, terrible storm. That's the Lord having his way, and great in power. Let me see, where am I at? Okay, the Lord has his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Am I not standing in the clouds right now? That's beautiful. Listen, he rebukes the sea and makes it dry. Yeah, and dries up the rivers. Bashan languisheth, and Bashan is a river also. Look it up. And Carmel, Mount Carmel, and the flower of Lebanon languish, and the mountains quake at him. Don't they? At his presence the hills melt, and the earth is burned at his presence. Yes, the world and all that live therein. Who can stand before his indignation? And who is able? And who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? Can you live with there? No. Watch yourself. His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. Okay, we was riding through, what was that? Denver, Colorado. My husband must be shaking in his boots because them tall mountains and them rocks he was talking about. I ain't nothing to worry about. If you got your life in God, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You can feel safe wherever you are. He don't have fury against you, but against his enemies and people that hate him. Yes, who can stand before his indignation? The Lord is good. He's a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knows them that trust in him. Do he know you? Do you trust in him? Okay. But with an overrunning flood he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and the darkness, and he shall pursue his enemies. What do you imagine against the Lord? He can nothing against God. Don't imagine nothing against him. You better be for him and on his side. That's the safest place in the world. I don't know. The world lies in so much sin, and so much hate, and so much destruction, so much violence right now. But the safest place is in his will. Get in God's will. Stay in God's will. That's the safest place in the whole world. Find that song. Listen to that song. The safest place. I can't sing it, but find it. In the whole world is in God's hands. I don't know where you are, wherever you are. That's the safest place. Love you. Stay close to God. That's the only way to be. Stay prayerful. Pray up in these last and evil days. That's where your strength is. That's where your power is. And keep your faith in God. Love you again. God bless.